Okay, I thought I would take a few minutes and demonstrate my high banker that I built. It's set up with a two-stage classifier. I've got a big screen here that I can take and throw rocks off. Underneath is my small screen, and I'll show how that works in just a minute. Alright, let me turn this on and get it going. I picked up this gold ore early yesterday morning. So I'll run it through the box. Once I think I get enough material in there that it's getting full, a lot of people think my grizzly isn't fast enough, but I can take and flip rocks off very easily. And I do it like this because where I mine gold, I also get garnets and sapphires. I'll let that run, push material down, take a look and see if there's anything in it before I discard it. Once I do my cleanup and finish up running buckets, I'll show you what I came out with. I was watching that last segment and there was a couple things I wanted to add and change. The first one is I noticed I wasn't getting as much flow. I thought maybe my battery was weakening, and it was. I can tell too because if you look in here you can see how these brown sands are backing up quite a bit, not really getting washed out. And the other thing is I was talking about garnets and sapphires, and well, sure, I find garnets out there. I myself have never found a sapphire. Other people have found them. Miners for years threw them away, and that was why I went with this separate box. So I'm going to run this again and we're going to see, but before I do, I was talking about garnets, and I find it's difficult to photograph these, but I recently cut this one, and if you can see the star in it, I'll rotate the stone so that you guys can see it. Here, let's bring the camera around this way. I don't know if that's visible or not. I'll have to check it and see. But if it is, I'll leave that in there.
I can see it.
Okay. Let's go ahead and run this and see how it flows a little bit better. Yeah, that's quite a bit better. And we want to see these boiling in the box. We want to see the turning, and now watch, you can see how that brown is washing out. Alright, I'll run this material and I will show you my cleanup. Thanks. Alright, so I've been going through my sluice box concentrates, which is when, after you get done running material, you clean out your box, you pull out the matting, you pull out the riffles, you rinse them all into a bucket, and then you pan that. And it reduces the material from, let's say you've got a full bucket, down to about 1/8 of a bucket. Now, let's get all of it to the bottom. It's too close. Just back up a little bit while I swirl this and bring it down. So I'll try to get all of it there. And I've been working on this for about 20 minutes already, and I've seen some flakes. So I'm just going to keep on working it down. And we'll start seeing, I see a little bit here, but we'll wait till we get a little bit more. Now, you know, this is the tedious process. It takes a while to, and I'm not a fast panner. But here we go, we're starting to get some to show up. Now, once I know I just got some dirt there, I'll bring that down separate, rinse it off, get rid of it, so that I'm constantly reducing what I've got in the pan. I think I'm just going to swirl this and show you real quick. Look at this leading edge right here. too close, I won't see that. You guys see that gold showing. There's actually a fair amount of it there. It's good. Back up a little bit. See, there's a couple good flakes right there. Now see if I bring that down, just like that. I don't know, I hope you can see that color. Now what I'll do is I'll take my squeeze bottle. Let me grab that quick. Back up a little bit so we can see how this sucker bottle works. Okay, this is the sucker bottle. Back up so we can see it. Alright? And then I'll just come through, squeeze it out, and go through and suck that up. And what I've got in this squeezer bottle right now is about 5 or 6 buckets worth of material. And I'll continue on that a little bit more. Pause here, and then I'll show you my super concentrates. Alright, so this is what I like to call my super concentrates. All of the panning that I've done from the Suswal concentrates, you invariably pick up some sand and some other heavies when you're sucking it up. So now this is the moment of truth where I get to see what I've got. Now for watching this video all the way to the end, I'm going to show you guys where this spot is. So we're just about finished and we'll be able to see what gold we got. And then I will reveal the spot. I got a feeling this is going to be pretty good. Now what I'm after, I think I'm getting pretty close to filling up this little jar. And when I do, that's calibrated as a ½ ounce. It's tiny, but that would be $650 worth of these at today's prices. Alright, so I'm going to make sure I've got this well rinsed out. All the little gold that might be stuck in the bottom. And I use some soap, just a drop of soap in here so that it breaks the surface tension. The fine gold I get is so fine that sometimes it will float on water, especially if it dries out. Okay? And I've got a little bit more soap than I would like, but it can rinse out the pan. Alright, I'll work this a little bit and then I'll have the camera come closer to see what we've got. Very carefully pour off a little bit. Just swirl that down and bring it to the bottom. I appreciate your patience in watching this video. Hope that it's been instructive. Once I get this all separate, I'm going to dry it out and put it in my jar and weigh it. Alright. And give this a few swirls so we can get an idea for what's here. Maybe if you got behind me, the light would show. Come this way. Come behind me, Emily. You have to pay special thanks to my camera lady, my daughter Emily. All that glitters isn't gold, but all that glitters in this pan is gold. And I don't feel too bad about that. As we sometimes like to say up here in North Idaho, it's better than a kick in the ass. Alright. Thanks for watching. Alright, it's another nice morning on the river. As I promised, I'm showing you and telling you where this place is. It's beside a river, in between some rocks, close to some trees. Now you guys know exactly where this place is. I think what I do might technically be called crevicing. I get in between these big boulders where I can imagine water rushing at one time and then falling and cascading down and settling in these pools in between these boulders. And that's where I'm finding my gold. Thank you for watching the video.